Good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. God is awesome. This is the day that the Lord has made. Rejoice, be glad in it, get that money. Build your legacy. Build whatever it is you're trying to leave for your kids or whatever it is you're just trying to do for yourself, for the community. It starts in the morning. For some people, it starts at night. I was thinking yesterday, so I'm sitting outside of Eisenhower Elementary. Shout out to Eisenhower. Shout out to Eisenhower. And, man, things have gotten so crazy. Yesterday I was in Ocala. And, man, we deliver this food to these cafeterias for these kids. Man, a box of apples, it weighs 50 pounds. And so most of the time in these kitchens, the ladies be so old. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean the food service industry when it comes to the elementary schools, middle schools, the school period, the cafeteria, the old lunch ladies. Respect them, man. They've been there for years, and some of them, it seems like that's an industry or a profession that people do up to all kind of ages. I go to these schools daily, and I always see the kitchen always full of old ladies. And I say that because I always help. I'm going to tell you what the mentality has changed. So yesterday, I see this old lady struggling with these apples, but she didn't mind trying to do them. It was her job. She do it all the time. You could tell she do it all the time. But every time, man, I swear, man, it looked like she was. Boy, I thought I heard a poop. Every time, and I just couldn't stand it. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. It's a younger lady actually watching her do this. I mean, just because somebody do it don't mean it's good for them. Don't mean they won't feel it later. You know what I mean? Just because you can see her do it don't mean she won't pay for it. Or he won't pay for it. If you lift wrong, it don't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you lifting wrong, 50-pound boxes of apples, 40-pound boxes of oranges, it don't even matter. Some of these things 75 pounds. But what I'm saying is, when I moved in to help the elder lady, I was like, man, let me get them. And she said, I got it. That was her fart. I got it. I was like, nah, I got it, ma'am. The young girl, the one who wasn't doing much, she was doing her job, but she was watching the old lady as well. She said, isn't that something? He sees us women, and he automatically thinks that we're frail, and he wants to help us. He wants to help us. I was like, wow. And I'm like, in my mind, no, I'm watching this lady fart. And every time she try to pick up a box, and I would help them, that's just in me. And I'm pretty sure it would be in a lot of us guys, even a younger woman. I mean, but the bottom line is that mentality is dumb. And we have to erase that new line of thinking that has come. Women, don't be, I know all women ain't like that. A lot of women would not even have considered that stupid thought. And then some would. And that is where we are today. A lot of women say chivalry is dead. A lot of women say, and men alike, say love is dead. Marriage no longer has the merit that I've never been married, so I don't know. But I don't think none of these things are dead. Even on the other side, some people say, well, pimping dead. And then, the other people answer, it ain't dead. You know the rest. But what I'm saying is, a lot of these things are not dead. People have killed it with different ways of thinking. And so that guy who refuses to show that chivalry, that woman who refuses to give in and give that bulk of respect that initially or you originally went to man just because you were a man. That soft feeling of chivalry and love is still there. People are just afraid because they don't know the response anymore. They don't know how you're going to respond. That woman doesn't know how you're going to respond if she actually becomes the woman that her mother was or that her grandmother was, the homekeeper. That man doesn't know how that woman is going to respond if he offers to take out this, if he offers to open a door, even if it's just the grocery store for a stranger. These things have gotten out of control, and that is because political beliefs, political indoctrination, political control of the mind, and I'm just saying we have to stop it because it deadens down our sensitivities to community. When I say community, I mean as a whole, because I'm not just talking about man and woman as in a couple. I'm saying it as in just general, as in everyday goings. I didn't know that lady from Adam. I deliver there all the time, but that was my first time actually watching her do the struggle, so it was nothing for me to offer the help. And to hear the response of another young girl who didn't offer the help was like, oh yeah, he sees us frail women and he just wants to help. And then she ridiculed, she doubled in. Oh yeah, he wants to help in a ridicule way. And I'm saying, this is what make men and women both equally alike be able to look at a situation that normally I would do this. Normally I would do that. Normally I wouldn't stand by and watch another man treat a woman like that. Normally I wouldn't watch a woman struggle to do this. Normally I would do this. And then it go the other way. Normally I would actually offer to help this man with his, his typing skills. I would actually help him with his organizational skills. I can help him get a job. I can help him with this and that. I can help him do things that men normally aren't so strong in doing, even to this day. But now both sexes sit back and say, I don't even know if this person has an ego. I don't even know if I would offend this person if I offer to help, if I offer to assist. Will they look at it as a come on? Will they look at it as me trying to hit on them? I don't know. And now you have men and women both sit back and say, I ain't getting in this. No, man, my name Bennett and I ain't in it. I swear, I watched two people, and the funny thing is, it end up being, I probably shouldn't. I don't want to mess up a good post, but I swear, right by the Uhuru House in St. Petersburg, 18th Avenue, I watched these two people. One was really, really tall, taller than me. One was like 6'3", 6'4", but he clearly had on a wig. He was dressed as a woman. And the other one was a woman. The two women were upset with the person dressed like a woman. And they called themselves, I guess, fighting this guy who was dressed like a woman. But they were all friends, you could tell, because they all got out of one car. I'm sitting here doing a delivery. So I'm watching. And the man was too much for him, obviously. And it was funny. It was kind of funny because he was so tall that he just, had to hold his arm out. And then me, I really did. I'm sitting there saying, man, this man, I sat there and said to myself, now normally wouldn't nobody watch this. Cars just ride by, nobody stopping, wouldn't nobody normally watch this. He done pushed the women down about 2-3 times by now, but he ain't jump on them and hurt them. But my point is, at some point it became clear that this man was manhandling two women. And nobody said anything, decided to stop or offer help. And after it started getting a little bit more, strength versus lack of strength, I got out of the car and just with my cell phone. I ain't say nothing. But I got out of the car, hold up my cell phone just so he could see. And you know what? All three of them remembered who they were and remember I was but a stranger. The women who were getting beat up, they weren't hollering the way they were hollering before. They started hollering at me. And so, and like I said, I ain't say nothing. I just put my camera up to hopefully, stop it just by that. But the bottom line is our reactions and our attitudes and the way our structure of thinking today has changed the way people will operate around you, operate in your life, offer you, assist you, and try to be that ideal person that they would have normally been, that ideal person that we hear about, that person, that love, that gesture that is lost in life. It's not lost. It's not lost at all. Society has a way of changing the way of men and women thinking, and it has gotten to a point where people have to look at things different, and they have to actually think before they act, even if it's an act of kindness. And that's sad. Even if it is an act of kindness, people have to literally sit back and say, wait a minute, how would this be received? I know God sees and God knows where your heart is operating from, but you still have to be careful. You still have to be, because sometimes it's just a gesture out of kindness, and we just have to be careful. I ain't gonna talk too long, man. Message of the day, man. That is the message, man. Those things, acts of generosity, kindness, and love, and even chivalry and respect and honor and all of those good things that seem to be lost, they're still here. You don't have to actually find it or look for it. I think it'll find you. But we also have to be careful where we, as the Bible tells us, don't cast our pearls upon the swine. That means a lot of different things. It don't just mean, your pearls as in a physical gift, money, endowments, and things like that. But it probably means more in a word of knowledge. Also, gestures like that. Casting your pearls upon the swine, you're wasting your energy to go out of your way to help somebody who won't appreciate it. And as a matter of fact, they may attack you for it. Giving of yourself to people that don't appreciate the very thought of you thinking of even giving. All right. God is good. You will have an opportunity to speak to someone today, to bless someone today in a word, gesture, or deed. I suggest you keep your eyes open, your ears open to God, so you may be the vessel when that opportunity comes. God is awesome. No matter what your weather looks like today, remember, the day is good. Bad things may happen. Things may attempt to take your mind off of the day, but remember, the day is in itself is good. Believe that. Peace out. Time to make the donuts. Anybody old enough to remember that? Time to go to work. Clock in. I've been clocked in for a couple hours already, so let's get it.